Duval. The Jags snapped their longtime losing streak on the West Coast, defeating the LA Chargers 38-10. We're going to be going through the game. You're going to be hearing it from Duval's finest. Let's get it. What's up, everybody? It's Andrew coming back at you with another episode of the Jaguar podcast. And we're going to be talking about the big win that Jacksonville had over the LA Chargers. They break the streak, the losing streak there over on the West Coast. And man, this was just such a great game. Really hard to give one player, the best, or really the game ball, right? There's just so many good performances on both sides of the ball, on offense and defense. Yeah, it was really fun to watch. Thanks for everyone who showed up to the live stream. Really appreciate that. But let's go into the game here real quick. We'll do a quick overview. The Jags started off kind of shaky in the first half. Trevor Lawrence was a little inaccurate. Doug Peterson was, very aggressive. They can't convert on third down, then they go for it on fourth down, turn the ball over on downs, and then after that, the Jags get a big stop, and they get the ball back, and then they end up getting a field goal. It was like Patterson kicked a field goal there. We get 3 points on the board, go up 3-0, and then the Jags defense, the next series would have a great play, a turnover, essentially an interception by Devin Lloyd, rookie linebacker that we drafted out of Utah, and second straight interception, man. Like, he had one in the Colts game, and then he had one in this game, and he's just flying around the ball, man, and is one of those rookie players to look out for. Just so exciting to watch. He's a great, coverage linebacker as well. I think I saw one play where he was running down the field with a tight end, like 20 yards down the field, and was able to bat the pass down. Just incredible athleticism. And, I think he's going to be definitely an impact player. We're already seeing it right now. But, we get the interception. We get the ball back. We unfortunately fail to punch it in. And we go for another field goal there. Patterson hits another one, and we go up 6-0. The next series, defensively, the Jaguars would get a strip sack there and fumble recovery. So DeJuan Smoot, who I've had on the podcast, he had a great game. So he had the strip sack, and I believe it was Foye Oluokun who would end up recovering that fumble. And then, the next series, the Jags would eventually end up punching it into the end zone for a touchdown pass thrown by Trevor Lawrence to Zay Jones. So they would go up from 6-0 to 13-0. The Chargers would answer the next drive. Herbert throws a touchdown pass to Mike Williams, making it 13-7. And then the next series there, Jags would drive down the field and end up throwing what looked like a touchdown pass to Evan Ingram, our tight end that we acquired in free agency from the Giants, but he was unable to get 2 feet in, so they overturned it, and we went for a field goal. So, we would end up going up, I believe it was 16-7 there over the Chargers. And then we would go into halftime. Chargers would get the ball back in halftime, or second half rather, and then they would end up hitting a field goal. Jags defense did pretty well. They had a nice drive going, but we were able to hold them to 16-10, hold them to a field goal. And then the Jags would have an incredible next drive there with James Robinson running the ball back for a 50-yard touchdown run. It was a 4th-and-1 play. Amazing run by James Robinson. The Jags definitely need to re-sign this guy. He's definitely a very, very big asset for the Jacksonville Jaguars offense. Had an incredible game, 100 yards rushing, but runs this in for a touchdown, 50-yard touchdown run early in the third quarter, and then making the score there. I think it was 23-10. Jags would score again in the next series as well with a touchdown pass from Trevor Lawrence to Christian Kirk, and then getting the 2-point conversions, making the score essentially 38-10, and getting a Jaguars victory. So I talked a lot about offense there, but defensively, I mean, Josh Allen had a sack, DeJuan Smoot had a sack, Trayvon Walker played a really good game as well. I think he was dropping back into coverage and batting passes down. Devin Lloyd, of course, as I mentioned, had a really good game with an interception. Almost had a second one in this game, but dropped it. Tyson Campbell looked great in coverage. Trey Herndon playing as a backup had a good game. So, man, the linebackers were playing well. Foye Oluokun had that fumble recovery. So, looking at the stats here, offensively, Trevor Lawrence, like I was mentioning, 28 for 39, 3 touchdowns, 262 yards passing. James Robinson, 17 carries, 100 yards, 1 touchdown. ETN, who I failed to mention, had a nice second half. We saw more of him there. 13 carries, 45 yards. And Zay Jones, wide receiving core, Zay Jones, 1 touchdown. Marvin Jones Jr., he had 1 touchdown, failed to mention that. And then Christian Kirk also had a touchdown as well. So great game by the Jags. Kudos to the coaching staff. Doug Peterson had a great game plan. Kudos to Mike Caldwell, the defensive coordinator. The defense looked incredible, flying around the ball, setting pressure, and it worked out. So I'm really excited about this win, guys, especially, celebrating at the time of this recording our first another victory Monday for the Jaguars. So really exciting. I'm going to be doing a game preview of the Eagles-Jaguars game. It's going to be a tough one. Doug Peterson going against his former team. So I think it's going to be a revenge game, but I think the Jags can win this game. It's going to be a fun one to watch, and look out for that game preview and also the play-by-play live stream. Let me know how you guys feel about this game. Huge win. Leave a comment on the YouTube video or podcast episode. Subscribe to the channel as always, guys. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Duval! What's up, everybody? It's Andrew from the Jaguar Podcast. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, there's more content over here. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel as always. And remember, this is a podcast, so you can find this pretty much wherever you find podcasts. There I'll be doing interviews of current and former Jaguars players, including Joe Schobert, DeJuan Smoot, Shaq Quarterman, etc. And I also do interviews of former Jaguars players, including Natron Means, Jimmy Smith, Tom McManus, etc. So be sure to check out the podcast, subscribe to it, stay safe, stay sane, stay healthy, go Jags, and I'll see you next time.